Okay, that's 107. Just there, that's probably doable. Okay. Right. I was going to talk this week about raging hormones, basically. The hormones that I'm taking, I think, are sort of leading to something a little bit like PMS, and I wouldn't want to sort of assume, in that I have the occasional sort of emotional outburst, which I'm not very happy about. I don't really think I should be that aggressive to people. At the same time, I also felt rather guilty about it, because I don't sort of feel like, why am I putting my family through this when it's not really necessary? And Liz, in fact, asked me the other day, why are you doing this? Because she seemed to think it was quite extreme. But I am doing this, and the other thing is that I sort of felt like Daniel was judging me and saying, oh, you've gone all feminine and emotional because of the hormones. And yeah, okay, I'm more emotional, but I sort of think, well, I see things in a different way because I'm in a different position, and I don't think it's okay to look at people like that. So that was a little bit upsetting, really. I've got quite a lot to say. One is that I want to point out that actually I'm carrying the baby quite low. Oh, just one other thing. When you get up, there's this whole, you do that, you're a bit worried about hernias, because the muscles here, abdominal muscles can easily split because of this. And I'm not doing that. I'm not going to stand up like that. I'm going to go roll over and stand up, which is actually the difficult thing to do, best thing to do when you're lying down. But anyway, just in terms of, there was movement actually a few minutes ago. Unfortunately, I wasn't ready. I'm wondering about whether I'm going to get an outie. So, just give you a quick look at the bump. There it is. It's really sort of riding up here, and also you might notice that it's not like a typical pregnancy bump because it's riding quite low, like that, and the really is getting quite a strain now. Wondering how long it's going to be before that turns into an outie. So there's that. What else have I got to say? Yeah, raging hormones, but other things as well. Libido rebound. I find that when I'm sort of coming off the herbs, when I know I need to take some more, I actually get greater libido than I would otherwise. And that's a rebound. It's not that surprising that a body this shape is going to do a bit of bouncing, really, is it? So, what else have we got? I'm thinking that the narrow hip situation means that the baby is going to be down here, but isn't going to be able to turn because it hasn't got space. So it's likely to be breech presentation. I know from Liz's experience that breech presentations are very uncomfortable because the head ends up here, and it's like you have to struggle with it, sort of thing, which I'm not particularly looking forward to. So, what else have we got? Oh yeah, the question is safety. Why would I do this? Well, I think the reason I do this is that it's a way of gay couples having a baby, for example. There would be a bonding, and there really is a bonding here. What else is there? I'm going to talk about maternity wear at some point. I think the stripes obviously emphasise the distension, but I'll probably talk about that next time. Seems a bit trivial, I know. And the other thing is about breastfeeding again. I think I'm getting a little bit of breast development. It's hard to see. Maybe a little bit. What do you think? I'm not sure. Probably not. Anyway, but you don't need breasts to breastfeed. All you need is the ducts to be working. and to some extent I've done that before. So I think that's all I've got to say for the time being. I'll see you next week, and I'll just give you another view of the burgeoning offspring, noticing the low lie. So there it is. So that's it for now, and this is a bit of a struggle, which is why I'm going to talk about maternity gear. So yeah, there you go. Waddle over to the camera and turn it off now. On my knees. Right. See you next week.